you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't...
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Giants' 3-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The 46-yard.
The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Jones now to throw again, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 49 yards. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Another try for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This will be caught at about the 5. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Able to power through. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
First down.
Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
41-yard gain.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
And Mostert with a 1st down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
Down by Blake Martinez. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Niners 7, Giants 3.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Niners 14. Giants 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 41, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And a 49er 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Garoppolo to Ayuk. 1st down, 49ers.
1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Mostert. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Is good.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Giants take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
The 11-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Brought down back at the 14.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. One nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle it. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for George.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
3-yard gain brings up 4th down, and
Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. Past the 20.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
49ers.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To George Kittle. Touchdown.
George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Niners 34. Giants.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 49ers' 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Pass hauled in downfield. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
At their own 48-yard line.
Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Jones on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jones now going to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Jones on the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
A pitch out to Mostert. And shutting him off now open field. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not only